Here we have the 2021 Ford Explorer Limited. And this one comes in carbonized gray metallic on sandstone leather interior. And the powertrain consists of a 2.3 liter ecoboosted 4-cylinder engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And as we go to the front end, you have your LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. Then over here you have your 20-inch aluminum wheels. And you have a B&O sound system and the controls for your power door locks, windows and mirrors, as well as your memory seating. Then you also have power folding mirrors that have blind spot monitors in them. And over here is the control for your power hatch and your headlamps. And your driver's seat is powered with power lumbar support. So we're gonna step in here. So a pretty good second row space. You have a little pocket here. And then the way the seat's shaped, you're able to fit your knees right in there for a little extra room. So really good space. And there's a view of the front from back here. And then down there you have your controls for your rear AC. And you also have a 110 volt 3-prong plug-in along with a USB and USB-C charger. There's your trunk space there. And the third row is folded flat, and we're going to take a look at that here in just a moment. So there's your third row. I'm going to fold that up and down. You just hit this button here. And so for your third row, you have a vent on either side there. You also have a little light there. And then also for the second row, you have vents on either side along with lights and hangers as well. And there's your power passenger seat with power lumbar support. And then we're going to take a look at that 2.3 liter 4-cylinder engine. And there it is there. So here you have a leather wrapped heated steering wheel. It feels very nice. And over here you have your navigation system. And with that you have your AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. Then there's your backup camera there with your 360 view. And down here you have the controls for your automatic dual zone climate, along with 3-stage heated and cooled seats. And you can also toggle your heated steering wheel here. But for storage, you just push that there. And then you have 2 USB charging ports, and then a 12 volt. And over here you have your rotary shifter. So you just turn a reverse, neutral, drive, and then you press L for low mode. And over here you have your brake hold, which you can toggle on and off. And then your electronic parking brake, which you pull up to engage and then push down to disengage. And with this one, you have your drive modes. So you have normal, eco, sport, tow haul. Then you have slippery trail, and then deep snow and sand. And then you can also toggle your auto stop from here, your hill descent, and your traction control. And then here you have your storage. And then you also have a wireless charging pad here. And there are the controls for your lights. And then your sunroof. So there's a glance at that. And then there's a look at the rear seat. And then there's your garage door transmitter there. There's your glove box, plenty of space. Over here you have your lane keeping assist with your lane centering here. And then you have your adaptive cruise control there, your gap adjust for that. Volume controls. And then on this side you have your gauge cluster controls, and then your Bluetooth controls. There's your push button start. And here is your key fob. But next it's time to take this Explorer Limited with a 2.3 liter EcoBoost out on the road for a test drive. So far, the 2.3 liter is very peppy, surprisingly. And for the vast majority of people in this segment, this is going to be more than enough. Very impressed by it. And when the turbo kicks in, it really does, you can feel it working. And it's actually pretty fun. But I have the adaptive cruise on with the lane centering now, and doing a really good job at just basically driving the vehicle for me. And like with your Tesla Autopilot and most of your other systems that are semi-autonomous, it will tell you to keep your hands on the steering wheel and all that stuff. And just a really good sport mode in this vehicle. But we're gonna dial it back and put it into eco. So far, a very comfortable ride from this Explorer too. And good brake pedal feel. And quite maneuverable, even though it is a mid-size SUV. And I have the adaptive cruise on now, and it's just keeping that distance between myself and the vehicle in front of me. Then we're just gonna merge on the interstate, give it a little throttle. And for the most part, the eco mode should be more than enough for your everyday driving needs, whether you're merging on the interstate, just driving around town, whatever. But the sport mode is kind of fun. So of course your driving modes are going to be, for the most part, based on how you like to drive and based on your preferences. I've disengaged the lane centering assist as well as the adaptive cruise control once again. And like most people, I should say most brands coming out with this technology, it is really, really good. And this Explorer is really good for the kind of traffic that I'm in. A lot of stop and go in a very congested area, because the auto stop cuts on about 90% of the time, except in extreme conditions when it's 100 degrees out and you got to keep the AC on or it's freezing. So Ford did a really good job with this 2.3 liter, just making sure that it's peppy enough, good enough on fuel mileage, and just all around efficient. And this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Explorer Limited.